You ready?
I've been thinking about going off the pill lately.
Have you really? I don't think you should.
You don't? Oh, well.
What a...
What do you want us to say now? Do you want us to talk about sharks? Do you want us to talk about sharks?
Are you ready? We'll talk about sharks.
Action!
There it is. That's it.
No. Can we talk about Jaws too? Okay. When I lived in Florida, I spent day upon day upon day in the ocean, hours upon hours of time in the ocean, getting sand dollars with my feet and all that sort of thing. And I saw Jaws and it totally ruined the experience for me. I never can go in the ocean, near the ocean.
Are you serious?
I can't without being a little apprehensive. Yes.
I guess I only saw Jaws 2 and it was stupid.
Oh, you didn't see Jaws?
Oh. I don't know. I didn't go.
Spent much time by the ocean?
Well, because, as you know, I grew up in Kansas, and so I never saw the ocean until after my senior year in high school. We went to, my best friend and I went to the Bahamas, and so that was my first, I'd seen the ocean a couple times down at Padre and been to Florida, but we'd go snorkeling there. You could rent snorkeling stuff, and so we'd go snorkeling, and it was like the last day we were there, and we went out snorkeling. We had a little time before the plane went off, and we ran into a swan. I don't know if it was a school. I don't know, like 3 or 4 barracuda, and I guess what they tell you a few things, but you never think that you would see them. And we had gotten pretty far out, and the only thing we knew was that if you have something bright or flashy on, that's what they go for.
And you shouldn't make noise and all that.
God. It's very hard to even describe it. I mean, my heart, whenever I get nervous anyway, my heart goes at 10 million miles an hour, but that's what, it was very hard to breathe. It was very hard to swim or do anything. I felt very hopeless. But, but you try to cover up, then you're trying to remember to cover up anything shiny, but that's impossible anyway to do. And, we lived through it. I mean, it's a big deal. They swam by, but, well, in the end, But it was awful. It was, not being used to the water anyway and having a different kind of threat than you're always having on land, a fish that could
That's true.
really hurt you.
Well, you're seldom confronted with nature on land. I got stung by a stingray in Florida once.
You did?
On my foot, I still have...
You did?
I still have a hole in my foot. A little hole.
From a stingray?
Yeah, because they have barbs.
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Yeah!
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I got a hole in my foot. I was swimming out in the ocean. My sister and I were in the ocean. I was about 14. My sister was about 22. And what happened was that... There it is. See? You can just barely see it. But I was out there fooling around, and I stepped on something, and it went, and you felt this big thing underneath your foot, and it was like, wah! The most pain. It was a lot of pain. A great deal of pain. And I screamed, and my sister runs out to the ocean and gets me and carries me up to the beach, and she...
Was it in there?
No. She squeezed all the blood out for a long time, and then she carried me fireman style back home. She was really a hero.
Patty or?
Patty.
Yeah.
It was...
How old were you?
About 14. My sister's about 22. Did I mention that? No. But that was the biggest fear I've ever had in the ocean as far as literal danger goes.
Well, everybody... It's funny because when I went back to Kansas this time, it was after the big... the 21-footer or whatever is out there that you read about.
Oh, yeah, right.
I guess I can't relate much more because I haven't been near the ocean that much either, but everybody was like, oh, gee, darn, that's too bad, don't you know?
I know, well, you can't really relate.
Are they surfing?
Did I get his whole side or just,
And everybody looked at the pictures, but they couldn't. But out here, everybody's real different. Everybody's real...
It's a lot.
It's a big deal.
More of a reality.
Yeah, well, because it's here in the ocean, and people They don't know. They don't.
Well, and so often we think that it's really far away.
It'd be like a tornado. You want to go in?
In a minute. I don't know.
It's kind of cold, but I think I'd like to go in. Let's go in.
You read about the shark, right?
The shark. Yes, I read about the shark. What? That what you're thinking about?
Sort of.
Like, big deal about the shark. What about the shark?
Well, I mean,
Honey, it's the same old thing of, like, walking across the street. You can get hit by a car. If you swim, you...
use caution, right?
Why are we...
Because they've been sighted lately.
It's just, we're just swimming. What's the big deal about...
What, sharks only bite you when you're doing something important? I mean, yes,
Only
we're
when you're
just
at the
swimming.
office, yeah.
A lot
Well,
of
so, like,
people-
let's go.
Well, let's just
Because it's
not.
going to get cold soon and we won't have much more time.
I just want to